Well, if Thick did his job correctly, then you might not have noticed we weren't here last week. So we're back at it again after a little, I would say, rest and relaxation, but man, we did a lot.
It was busy. What'd you do?
Oh man, I got to talk about it a little later. But I mean, a few rounds of golf. Went and saw Superman. Hung out with Tess and Thick's son twice during the week. Yeah. One time in which lasted till 6 a.m.
Tyler told me Friday night you guys went to Dave & Buster's, and then you left his house at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Well, it was very odd, too, because did something I haven't done in a very long time, and that was because Tess was obviously doing the night show on Friday night, so she didn't leave the station until 10:30.
Oh.
Yeah, 10:30, 11. So it was late by the time they were able to get out there. So leaving our house so late, I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah. That was Friday?
Usually it's like, what time are we getting together? And it's like, 10 p.m. Oh, no, we're not. You want to meet up at like 6? We can meet up at 6. I'm not meeting up at 10.
Dude, you were so gracious to get Charlie and I tickets to see Hamilton on Friday night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's showtime? 7:30? I'm like, oh, gosh. That's kind of late. 7:30 showtime? So I was up late as well, but I think I got to bed at 11:05.
All right, a little better.
When you were getting started.
You were just pulling out of your driveway at 11:05.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's wild.
Went fishing with Thick, which I have to talk about a little bit later. Because, man, that was an experience.
Okay, I can't wait to hear about it.
A whole lot going on. We got a lot to catch up on, a lot to talk about, some amazing tickets to give away at 6:50 and 8:50. We've got the Offspring to give away with Jimmy Eat World coming up here at Riverbend Music Center, and also Shinedown and Bush going to be coming straight to town at the Shot.
Oh, Shinedown's got a brand new song coming out tomorrow before the tour starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a way to drop a new song.
Yeah.
Very nice. So we'll get you those coming up. Right now, let's get started as we always do. Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got?
All right, this was trending yesterday. We got $25 to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer at 800-821-9970. Saturday night, there was UFC Fight Night, and Derek Lewis won his fight in 35 seconds, and this guy is famous for his post-game fight interviews. Okay? And so he was asked what he wanted next after this fight. They asked him in the octagon, what do you want next? What did he say? This was trending all day yesterday. Tell us what he said. First one to do that by text at 800-821-9970. You'll score the gift card.
All right, let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right. Saturday night, UFC Fight Night, Derek Lewis beat his opponent in 35 seconds. And Derek, very famous for his post-game fights. Kelly, I know you'll remember this one, because this is the guy who he won a fight and he takes his shorts off.
Yes.
In the octagon.
Yes.
And he was asked why he did that. This was several years ago.
I'm here with the winner, Derek Lewis. Derek, why'd you take your pants off? My balls was hot. I understand.
Right, I understand. So that's Derek Lewis.
Okay.
So Saturday night, he knocks the guy out in 35 seconds, and he's asked what he wants next after the fight.
What do you want next, my friend?
I've been gone for 2 weeks, so I want my wife next. It's going to be a lot of ground and pounding. Ground and pounding. She know what it is. Find that.
So she's standing in the octagon, just the biggest smile on her face.
Well, yeah. Good for him. Well, good for her.
Yeah, that's Derek Lewis. Jefferson Delk from London, first one to text in the correct answer, scores $25 to water beds and stuff.
Well, congratulations. While we were gone, I want to share something with you because, I consider myself, and I talked about it a couple times this week with random people talking about the show, and I consider myself very lucky that I was able to come join you two doing this morning show. It's been absolutely unbelievable. However, after last week, I think maybe you guys should consider yourselves a little more lucky because do you know who you're working with? In case you don't. I would like to share with you an email I got over the week.
Okay.
Great news. You're under consideration for the 2025 Who's Who in America. We are pleased to inform you that your name is being reviewed for the upcoming Who's Who in America edition. This is a trusted source of professional achievement. To advance, confirm your information within 10 days. Click here to confirm your information. Sincerely, Marquis Who's Who Selection Committee. So...
Is that like a Lithuanian prince or something?
It's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be.
Well, we've all gotten those.
I haven't.
Oh, you never got one?
Jeez, no.
Oh, you got one?
Oh, years ago.
Oh, man.
I've never gotten a finalist for a Who's Who thing.
Marquis Who's Who.
I love it. I think you should pursue this.
I just might be in the Who's Who in America trusted source of professional achievement.
So you just have to give them your social security number
and
then you're in?
You know, I haven't clicked the link yet.
Okay, let's click that link.
Don't do it on your own
See
device.
what happens to the phone.
Click it on one of the computers here.
Computers at work?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't want to do that on your own.
Yeah, that would be silly.
You don't know
just
what
do it
it
on
is.
the corporate computer. That'd probably be, let me open the email.
I wonder if it's legit.
What?
I mean, I don't know.
There's no...
I never responded when I got it.
Of course not. There's no way I'm clicking that link.
Well, it could be real.
So Thick got it 5 years ago, and it took that long for them to get down the list to you?
Yeah, I think so.
Is what's happening?
Probably,
Is that what Thick's trying to say?
Were you part of the 2020 Marquis Who's Who in America?
Yeah, when nobody would do anything.
Right.
But no, I mean, it might be legit. I mean, that is a thing that's been around for a long time.
Well, if it is...
like a legit thing that's been around for a long time.
Well, if it is, I appreciate the offer, but I'm not going to click that link. I'm not giving up my information that easy.
Well,
They're
you
gonna
might
have
want
to
to
do better
see
than
what
that.
they want from you.
Okay, well, I'm going to Google it first.
Yeah,
Marquis.
yeah. Oh,
Googling
definitely.
it
Yeah.
now.
Oh, you are?
It is a
Marquis?
legitimate thing.
Oh, it absolutely is. Have you never heard of that?
I've never
Who in
heard of
America?
it either.
Dude, it's been around for like 30, 40 years. Who's Who in America? They put out this
Why
publication.
am I getting annoyed that he knows so much about this?
They put this publication out every year. It's real.
Well, why
I just
didn't you
don't know.
respond 5 years ago?
I
when
don't
you got
know. I was like, who
There's
am I?
no way. Who's Who?
No,
Biographical
it's-
reference work published by Marquis Who's Who, chronicling the lives of notable individuals in the United States. Oh, crap. Maybe I am a notable
Yes.
individual.
Okay,
Oh.
but bad news. It looks like you have to wear a suit to get your picture taken
Oh,
for this
no.
thing.
Oh, man.
So just
What
FYI.
time does TJ Maxx open?
Yeah.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
I wonder how many people that do the Instacart or the delivery type stuff have been in a situation like this before. But I can guarantee if it happened to me, that would be my last delivery. And if they wanted to fire me, they can fire me. But there's an Instacart shopper over in England who just posted a video about a frustrated customer. That is because this customer expected them to carry their order up 17 floors because the elevator was broken. Which I guess, let's say you're talking like 2 grocery bags, right? Not a huge deal. However, this was 4 24 packs of water, 6 12 packs of water, 7 4-liter jugs of distilled water, and 7 4-liter jugs of mineral water. First of all, what in the hell are you doing with all that water? And second of all, hell no, I'm not carrying all of that up 17 flights. I mean, that's got to be...
How many trips is that?
That's got to be... Well, 4 24 packs. You're carrying 1 24 pack at a time. 6 other 12 packs.
No, this absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Not happening.
Like, get a crew and I'll help. I will make one trip up there.
One trip.
For a good tip.
Yes.
That's it.
That 100%. Otherwise, it's at the bottom of your steps.
Yep.
You can come grab it when you're ready.
Yep.
Not happening. I'm losing my job over that one for sure. This husband is in a whole bunch of trouble as we take a trip over to France where a guy is in trouble because he went on a road trip with his wife and a 22-year-old daughter. They stopped along the way because they were traveling a very far way and they needed to get gas. They haven't released his name yet, but this 62-year-old is in deep, deep trouble after they went from Paris to Morocco, and on Friday night, they stopped after about 27 hours. And then he got back in the car and left. And it took him 200 miles to realize he forgot his wife back at the gas station. His daughter was sleeping in the back seat. He thought that she got in the back seat to go to bed. But no, she was back at the gas station.
Okay, I feel like this is crazy. He knew.
You think so?
He was sick of her. He was like, I need a break, and I don't care. I'm going to drive as far as I can before I have to admit that I need to turn around and go back. Like, I need that much.
He couldn't remember which gas station or which city he stopped in.
Does he not have his cell phone?
Well, here's the thing. No one understands why she couldn't use her phone to call him. But as it turned out, she sat there for 4 hours waiting for him to come back. Cops thought there was a chance that he left her there on purpose, but they eventually decided it was an honest mistake.
I mean, maybe, but also she didn't call, so maybe they both needed a 4-hour break from each other. Like, give me 4 hours to breathe, and then we can continue on our trip.
Yeah, but to drive and then have to drive, I would be so aggravated.
Yeah.
I would be so aggravated.
Yeah, maybe you could.
A break, maybe. Then get a hotel room and get separate rooms, but I'm not driving just to get away from you, then turn around and come back. I'd be more frustrated if I had to turn around and come back.
Maybe there was a situation where they were like, he was like, forget it. You can stay. I don't care. Whatever. You can stay here for all I care. He leaves. They're just mad. You do weird things when you're mad.
That is true. You do. All right. Maybe that's a possibility. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. I have a question, and I'm very curious. 800-821-9970. You can call or text the same number. I would love some input here. And I'll ask you, and for some reason, I thought maybe we had previously talked about this, and I'm on the fence about it. I like the idea, but it might be a little rude, too. Over the last weekend, Nora and I were talking, and we kind of came to a conclusion. We picked a wedding date, which we hadn't before. We had thrown around some ideas, but we officially picked one. However, it might be a little rude. Again, I don't know if we talked about this before, but I thought maybe I read this somewhere that some people aren't happy when you do this. But we're talking about Labor Day, the Saturday Labor Day weekend of 2026. We're in no rush. This isn't a huge deal to us. But it gives us time to save and plan and do all the things we want to do. But Labor Day weekend, and I know for a fact we're going to have people from Michigan, people from Colorado, or if we do it in Michigan, we would love, like for you guys to come up, obviously. But that's a holiday weekend, and I heard some people don't like that because it's you're taking our holiday weekend away from us, kind of picking our plans for us.
Why do you want it on Labor Day weekend?
Well, I think it's because it does give a little extra travel time for the people that would be traveling from, say, like Colorado. Because there would probably be, a group of people, 4 or 5 people coming from Colorado, cousins in Chicago. So I don't know if anyone has done, like, the holiday 3-day weekend wedding before, or if you've been annoyed by someone, a friend or family member who has done that. What do you think, Kelly? Is that?
Well, I'm trying to think. We picked a bye week for the Buckeyes to get married, and we got married on October 4th, 2003. It was a bye week for the Buckeyes. We did that on purpose because we were never ever going to have it on. And then we had our reception, had TVs and all that for the other college games,
right,
on the Saturday that we got married. So we're like pretty sensitive to inconveniencing other people. But listen. No offense, but a wedding is an inconvenience, no matter when you have it. Like, I know my wedding, like, we got married an hour north. I hauled my entire family from Columbus an hour north. That's an inconvenience. Even though they love me and they want to celebrate my wedding,
right? That's
an entire day. Like, travel, wedding, reception, travel home.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter when. All I'm saying is no matter what day you pick is going to be inconvenient for somebody. But they're still going to come because they love you.
And that was actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because that was the other reason you asked why we picked that date. We were going to do a Friday wedding and then have a big Michigan watch party for the first game.
I was going to say, that Saturday is the game day.
Game season, yeah. So we were going to do like a barbecue type thing
Okay.
I
with
love
people
that
wanting to
idea.
come by.
I
Getting
would.
married on a Friday.
Yeah.
I love it.
I will say this, especially if you're coming from out of town for the wedding, it is kind of convenient to have that extra day. If you have to travel out of state to go to the wedding, it is kind of nice that you don't have to come right back and work Monday.
Yep.
So it is kind of both ways there. But yes, you are taking away, a lot of people do make plans for that weekend.
Here's all
But
I'll
I would
say.
appreciate it myself.
All
Okay.
I will say is this. You need to do the day that works for the two of you. And then if it's something that somebody
is
can't
very
do,
true.
they can't do
Can't
it.
make it, you can't make it.
Yeah, but this is the day you want to have for your wedding, and here's the reasons why, and if you can make it, great.
9167 said, no holidays and no during football season. I get it. You're right. I would never do like a Saturday when Michigan was playing. Just
Right.
like you would never do a Buckeye game. Absolutely,
Right.
totally get that. But, yeah, you get that extra travel day.
Doug says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let's just do all the things that Goose and Nora want to do."
Yeah, there's that too. Hey, we have got some great tickets here. It is a big week of tickets. We've got The Offspring coming with special guest Jimmy Eat World and Newfound Glory at Riverbend Music Center in Cincinnati. That's going to be Friday, July 25th, so not long from today. And then just before that, Shinedown and Bush are going to be right here at the Shot coming up Wednesday, July 23rd. And we've got these VIP Bush Land of Milk and Honey VIP experience tickets that we're going to be giving away. In fact, we've got a very special surprise for that. So let's do this. Do you want to play Time Warp?
Yeah.
All right. We got time, don't we?
Oh, to play right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we absolutely have
Yeah, we got time.
Right.
All right, let's do that. 800-821-9970. We're going to play.
It's the Morning Blitz with Goose, Kelly, and Thick.
Time is gone. It's the time. Time after time. Good times. Big time. Let's move and warm again.
Yeah, let's do Pick a Ticket. Your choice. You can either go see The Offspring and Jimmy Eat World in Cincinnati at the Riverbend Music Center or Shinedown and Bush at the Shot coming up July 23rd. If you want to play, 800-821-9970. Very simple. Thick has created us a audio montage. Could be TV, movie, music, commercials, PSAs, jingles,
News clip.
However, all three clips are from the same year. Closest to identify the year is going to be our winner. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Brian.
Brian, what's going on? How are you on a Monday, Brian?
Good, about yourself.
Not too bad. All right, we've got the audio clip ready to go. And then once you hear it, we'll give you a choice, Brian, if you want to go first or last on picking the year. Remember, all these clips are from the same year. Thick, whenever you're ready.
The first text message was sent to a mobile phone. A British engineer sent the message, Merry Christmas.
Stand there and with your Harvard mouth extend me some courtesy. You gotta ask me nicely.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
Okay. Oh, man. Oh, God. All right. Brian, you heard the clues. Would you like to go first or last?
I will go last.
Last. Okay.
Everybody picks last.
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
All right. So, obviously, we know that Few Good Men's in there.
Yep.
Sir Mix a
I
Lot.
like big butts and I cannot
Baby got
lie.
back.
And the first
And the
ever
first
text
message. Oh, Kelly, you got a guess?
I mean, I kind of, I guess. I have a guess.
Okay. What is it?
I'm just going to say, because it's kind of all blurry back in the 90s, it's somewhere in the 90s. I'm just going to go solid 1995.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle, because I have
1995.
no idea, but I do know the decade.
I think you're a little too late, but not by much, because I'm thinking 93. And it might even be 92. Because A Few Good Men, yeah, 90. Ooh. I'm going to go 92.
92.
92.
All right.
Brian, what you got? First
I
text
was gonna
message.
go 92, but 93.
There you go, 93. Okay, yep. Took a year. That's the problem, picking first or last. All right, text message.
Yep.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, A Few Good Men. Vic, what you got?
The first text message was sent to a mobile phone. A British engineer sent the message, Merry Christmas.
Stand there and with your Harvard mouth extend me some courtesy. You gotta ask me nicely.
I like big butts facts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
So the first ever text message that said Merry Christmas, the movie A Few Good Men, and Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot all came out in 1992.
Oh, man. Doggone it.
buddy.
Well,
You should have gone first.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. But you know what? We're glad you played along. It's a Monday. We're going to get you hooked up anyway.
I appreciate it.
Your choice, Offspring or Shine Down. Offspring and Jimmy Eat World or Shine Down and Bush. Which one you want?
Shine Down.
All right, Shine Down it is. We'll get you hooked up. You'll be at the Shot on Wednesday, July 23rd. You hang on 1 second. We've got tickets all week long.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Licking County authorities working to bring a man back to Ohio after he was arrested in South Carolina, charged with a murder at a Buckeye Lake bar. 59-year-old Richard Lindgren was arrested and charged with killing a man at Louis' Corner House in Hebron on Friday. 42-year-old Benjamin Hawk was singing karaoke when he was shot from behind. Hawk was reportedly seeing Lindgren's ex-wife. Well, 3 people are dead, including the gunman in a pair of shootings yesterday at Kentucky's Bluegrass Airport and at a Lexington church across town. Police say an unidentified man shot and wounded a Kentucky State Police trooper at Bluegrass Airport at 11:36 a.m. yesterday after he was pulled over. The shooter took off, drove about 16 miles to Richmond Road Baptist Church, and opened fire there, hitting 4 people, killing 2 women. The pastor's wife, age 72, and her 32-year-old daughter. Officers who arrived at the scene shot and killed the suspect. They say he did have a connection to the church. Beyond that, they haven't released any information. No spoilers, but for those obsessed with Love Island USA, the season 7 winners were crowned last night, and then season 8 is a go. Casting is open right now. If you're 18 or older, you can apply at loveislandusa.castingcrane.com. It is a pretty lengthy application. You have to answer 70 questions. Then you have to upload 3 recent pictures of yourself, a video describing yourself, and another video describing your most embarrassing moment on a date. And then you have to sign some initial releases and waivers and then hit submit. But
70 questions.
70 questions. I mean, that includes like name and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, it does get into like your dating history and all that stuff.
Right, of course.
So, I mean, obviously, and like I said, I've never seen a single episode of this show. I don't know what it's all about. I'm just assuming it's just like a lot of drama and dating and hookups and all that stuff.
Yes.
Everything you'd ever want to see in a reality
Aren't
show.
they all beautiful people, too?
Yeah, well, no, they're like, you have to submit a picture and it cannot be more than a year old. Like, we don't want your, like, beauty pictures from 10 years ago.
Is this the one where you're there with, like, your ex and other singles, and it's like...
Oh, is that what they do?
I think so. Or maybe you're a couple and they bring in good-looking single
That's
people.
Temptation Island.
Oh, okay.
Which I've never seen, but I know that's what that is. The only thing
I don't know. You jumped in pretty quick with that answer.
Only because I knew
you were
that.
like, oh, that's Temptation Island.
I've never seen an episode.
I've never seen it.
And the only thing I know about Love Island is that one of the girls on this season got kicked off the show for some past
tweet. I think 2 people got kicked off for past tweets
that were kind of racial or were racist. Or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I've never, ever wanted to be on a reality show, except the only thing I would be tempted to do, I think, would be The Amazing Race. But then I realize I'm stressed getting from my own home to the Columbus airport. How am I going to travel around the world?
Yeah, and have tasks to do.
And have,
What about
right.
what about a game show?
No, I can't. No, there's nothing. My brain freezes up, and I can't win anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to look like a fool, and that is what I'd be in for.
What's the record over there?
Looking like a fool.
Although, we just played Time Warp. Does that count? Is that?
Yeah.
We've never counted Time Warp.
We haven't?
No.
Oh, okay.
We've never counted Time Warp. I would definitely do Beat Shazam or Name That Tune. I would love to be on either one of those.
I think you'd do good at that.
Oh,
you do really
man.
well at that. What about you?
But
Goose?
I would love to do The Amazing Race because I would love to travel, and that would be, to see the different parts of the world. But the running part, I'm not in that great a shape, so the running part would kind of get to me.
Oh, like right off the bat when you got to run to get your first clue.
Yeah,
okay.
that would.
What about Survivor? Like, I know for a fact
No.
I'd be one of the people on there who would be, number 1, first voted out. Number 2, I'd be crying the whole time.
I have zero desire.
I could not do it.
Zero desire for Well, like I told you, I don't want to walk from like the lake or the water across sand. I don't want the gritty. I don't want to lay down and have.
Survivor always on a beach?
Yeah, it's always it's
And
always
bugs,
a place where you got to collect palm fronds for your shelter.
I've never watched. I've only seen a couple episodes of Survivor.
I've seen a million seasons.
But don't they try to? I thought they would want to keep weaker people around as long as possible because they'd be easy to get rid of.
No, you have. There's a huge strategy there. You do need strength in the beginning, and then when you're about midway through, you need to start being strategic about who you're paired up with. But no, you really need to get the weak people out like early, because you're split into two teams. And you've got to win those challenges. So you need strong people there. But then midway through, man.
I don't mind the challenge part. I'm all about that.
You want to keep annoying people around.
The dirt.
The politicking.
Yeah, the politicking. The fighting over rice.
Oh.
Not happening.
Yeah, I don't want to be hungry. I don't want to be hot. I don't want to be cold.
Yes.
I don't want to be rained on. I don't want to be resorting to eating bugs
I
for
must
protein.
have a perfect environment at all times.
No kidding. Yeah. I need air conditioning and Wi-Fi. I'm really bummed.
For sure.
But oh well. Anyway, I'm just interested in reality TV and the personality that wants to be on reality TV. It's nuts. All right, those are your three things.
All right. Hey, coming up, we are just, a week and a half, a week and a half away from Christmas in July. A week from Friday, we are going to be broadcasting live right out front of our studios here at 1458 Dublin Road for Christmas in July. Big toy drive, and we want you to swing by, say hello, drop off a new toy or a monetary donation if you want, Nationwide Children's Hospital. You can text Blitz Kids to 51555. It'll give you a direct link. But we'd love for you to come by and say hello. We're going to be right out front. I can't wait. I'm super excited. Obviously, this has been going on for a while.
Yeah.
It'll be my first Christmas in July with you guys, and I cannot wait.
It is the coolest event. It really is. People show up for this thing. They do. Our community, our Blitz listeners and our community is just, they are outstanding human beings. And you get evidence of that all day long.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already seen a bunch of texts from people saying, can't wait to see you guys next Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, they're ready.
Of course, all benefiting Nationwide Children's Hospital. We need a new toy or item, all kinds. I mean, anything, but we're talking action figures, Legos, toddler toys, the all-plastic ones, coloring books, books themselves, crayons, all of it. So
keep in mind, there's quite a few teenagers over there as well. So
that's
it's not
true,
just
too.
little kid stuff. They,
Absolutely.
books and the books. They love books over there.
Board games, movies, things, everything. Yeah. If you and your significant other like to keep things spicy, here's something you may want to know. If you have an Apple product, the upcoming iOS 26 update is going to include a feature that detects if you're having phone sex over FaceTime, and it's going to warn you. It's going to warn you and say, there's going to be a warning screen that pops up. It's going to turn your camera off, and a warning screen is going to pop up, say, you may be showing something sensitive. If you feel uncomfortable, you should end the call.
Okay.
And then they're going to have two buttons, resume the call or end call.
Hey, I don't hate it. And the reason I don't hate it is because maybe it's an unwanted thing. And if you just say, no, I'm into this, then you're cool and you can continue, right?
Kelly.
But
how does it know you're in that situation?
You don't think that AI can detect a wang?
Do you think it's just AI?
Yes, I think it's AI.
You think people are sitting there watching your videos?
People, I don't know, but I think there's a way they would hey, AI's telling this person, maybe we should tune in.
Could you imagine you're sitting there with your significant other, mid-yank, and you're almost there, and then the warning sign pops up, and you're like, no! That's like when the camera switches angles directly when you're watching a video, and all of a sudden the angle switches, and you're like, no, that's not the angle I wanted. I wanted the other angle. Not that this happened. I'm just saying. I know it has happened to other people. So be warned, if you get the iOS 26 update and you enjoy doing the old sexy FaceTime, that you may have a warning that pops up.
I assume there's a place to turn that off if you don't want it.
There is,
okay.
Yes. In the settings, you can go under the security feature and turn it off so it won't interrupt you mid-yank.
Doug said this is the reason he's an Android guy.
Right. I mean, can you imagine what if AI decides to start commenting?
a warning sign pops up and goes, you sure you want to show that off?
You're right.
It just goes, oh.
Man,
It's
might
got
I
the
recommend
the
it?
sad emoji.
Sure you don't want to see a doctor about that?
It plays the Price is Right loser music.
Wow.
Oh, it's so sad. Hey, do you know what the new car smell is? It's an actual thing. We all know the new car smell. In fact, the new car smell is universally voted towards the top of, like, the smells we like. The new car smell. Have you ever taken a guess, or do you think you know what the new car smell is?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Chemical coming off the interior.
Chemical coming out the interior. Yes, that's the right answer. Chemical coming out.
Sorry, why are you mad at me? You asked.
Who knows that? How did you know that?
I read it.
Okay. Yes, the new car smell
Just like
is
you
just
read it.
chemicals, volatile organic compounds coming off the plastic inside the car, the dashboards, the seats, or other plastic components. Here's the thing. These VOCs, the volatile organic compounds, are very dangerous. The only thing is that the concentration in the car isn't strong enough to really do any damage.
Oh,
and
really?
of course, that fades over, a month, if the new car smell lasts a month, so you won't have to worry about it. But, yeah, now you know. Learn something new every day.
So these are not forever chemicals like those PFAs?
No, they are not.
Okay.
Once they kind of burn off that new car smell, the off-gassing is what it's called. Then you're good.
The exact same smell came out of my boat when I bought it new.
Okay,
I
so
you
it's on
said
the plane.
boat. I thought like came
That
out of your
exact
what?
same smell came out of my butt. when
Yeah,
I
and his
got on the
iPhone
boat.
gave him a warning. You sure you
That's
wanna
how great
proceed?
it is.
Hey, welcome to your Monday. It's going to be another warm one, mid to upper 80s again. We've got some rain off and on throughout the morning. We'll see if we get any afternoon showers as well. In case, if you didn't know, hopefully you just enjoyed our show we had last week, but that was all like previous segments. It was kind of a best of, if you will, because we were actually gone last week.
Yeah.
Had a little summer break, but it's great to be back. I was excited to get back. And the thing was, getting back into the mindset, I had to make sure I was well rested. So I took some extra gummies last night. Problem is, they kicked in before I fell asleep, so my mind started wandering. And I'm here to share my gummy thoughts with you from last night as I was dozing off to La La Land. Thought about this. As a society, we have just collectively decided we're done with Mongolian barbecues.
That is really true because it was so huge.
Everywhere.
I feel like 20 years ago, that's kind of the place to be.
Yep.
Where are they?
Gone.
Is there one?
I don't know of one.
I only know there was one on Sawmill Road. I don't know if it's still there or
That's
not.
the only one I'd ever been to.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a couple
Road.
Mongolian BDs barbecued. BD's Mongolian barbecue.
That was it.
That's what-
Yeah,
that's
Oh,
what
what it
we
was.
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that one. And then there was another one. When I lived out in Colorado, there was one that was popping up a lot called Who Hot. But I didn't think Who Hot was as good as BD's Mongolian barbecue. But yeah, they just all of a sudden
They're still here.
are they?
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to go check them out. I'd enjoy me some Mongolian barbecue.
There's two of them.
Okay.
Easton
Yeah.
and Dublin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go check it out. I thought about this before I fell asleep last night. It is highly unlikely that everyone was kung fu fighting. Highly unlikely.
I need some of your gummies, man.
Yeah. This
Maybe, though. Maybe we all were. I don't know.
I'm just saying it's highly unlikely.
It is unlikely.
I'm not saying impossible.
No, you're right.
I'm saying highly unlikely. You're telling me everyone
Right.
was kung fu fighting?
Right. It is hard to believe.
Thought about this before I fell asleep. Xylophones wouldn't be anywhere near as popular as they are if they weren't the only thing that people can think about that starts with the letter X.
Right. It's like you get xylophone or X-ray. That's all
it.
you've got.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thought about this before dozing off last night. The easiest thing we could do right now, collectively, to help the environment is have all stores fix their damn receipts.
Yeah,
There is no need to use that much paper.
You don't need to use there's no need for receipts at all.
Oh, that's That is true nowadays. In fact, this happened. Yeah, that's a fact. That is a 100% fact because on Saturday, we had to run into Target. Nora had to return something, and she's like, "Oh wait," because they say she did the order online. So the lady goes, "Oh yeah, if you just click that button right there, it'll show everything. It's right there on your phone on the app. It'll show everything you've purchased."
Yep.
Save the trees. Come on, stores. I thought about this before falling asleep. I wonder who the first person was who looked at a beehive and went, "I sure would like to taste that goo that's in there." Like, who's the first person to do that?
Winnie the Pooh.
And after getting stung trying to jam your hand in there,
right.
You're still wanting to go forward with this operation.
Still going for it. And the final thing I thought of before I just dozed off to La La Land was, if you switch the first letters in the words cookie dough, you get dookie cough.
Oh, yeah, that's not the same.
Very different.
If you eat raw cookie dough, though, you might come out with a
dookie cough.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah. That's my thoughts from last night. Well, it's good to be back because, in case you didn't notice, we weren't here last week. It was a surprise vacation for me. I have come to understand that it's kind of that past week was something you guys have done before, and I was like, oh, I get to join in on the summer vacation.
Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah, every year 4th of July.
Yeah. So I hope you had a great vacation. What did you do?
Amazing vacation, ton of family time. We had a multi-day 4th of July party with my in-laws. That was a blast. This past weekend, helped my sister throw a bridal shower for my niece. Total blast. Went to Hamilton on Friday night, which you provided generously tickets for me and Charlie to go see.
Yeah.
Your brother is the producer of Hamilton.
Yeah.
And
you said they were good seats. I was hoping they were. Yeah.
I want to tell you about the primo seats that we were in. I in all my years in Columbus, which have been all my years alive.
Okay.
I have never sat in seats like these at the Ohio Theater, and I am at the Ohio Theater at least once a year.
Yeah, them house seats are pretty nice.
Dude, they were Orchestra 3 aisle, which is directly, you are mid-stage. They're staring directly onto front and center, baby. Row J.
Wow.
So you're back far enough to where you're not cranking your neck up.
Right.
You are just looking straight ahead.
Perfect.
The absolute perfect seat.
And great show?
Great show.
Man.
I did have to slightly gently confront a patron during Act 2.
Oh, really?
A gentle confrontation. Firm but gentle.
Were they singing along?
They were talking in a normal voice to the person they were with, 2 rows back. Talking. Having a conversation.
Oh, that's just a theater. No, period. I don't care who you are or where you're sitting.
Yeah, I got up and went over and just bent down and said, I did not come here to listen to you talk through this entire show. He'd already,
I could have seen that.
He did it through the first act, and there were several of us who asked him to shush. We shushed him, and he shushed. But then the second act started, and he started up again.
Started again?
So I stood
Why
up.
would you do
Charlie goes,
that?
where are you going? I go, I'll be right back.
Charlie's
Went
"Should've
2
get me
rows
in a
back.
fight."
He was right on the aisle, so I did crouch down, and I said, excuse me. I didn't come here to listen to you talk through this whole show. And he goes, what? I go, you need to quiet down. Quit talking.
Wow.
I was really ticked because I'm like, listen, this experience to me will never be repeated.
Right.
So I can't listen to you chit-chat with your seatmate.
Yeah. Kelly.
I did feel bad about it, but I couldn't do it.
Not at all.
I had had it.
Get
And
'em.
I don't care if you're singing along. Everybody knows the soundtrack by now. That doesn't bother me. You can't have a conversation.
Talking, yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
But anyway, it was a great week. I had a great week off.
Good for you.
All right, thank you.
Right.
You
Back.
hate confrontation.
I do.
Good
I'm glad
for
you did that. Vic, you had a great vacation?
Oh, man, it was awesome. Yeah, got a lot of good fishing in.
Fishing?
Just enjoyed
Yep.
myself. Yeah, got a lot of stuff done I needed to get done around the house. But, man, I got to tell you, and I know you're going to talk about we went fishing to Allen Creek.
Yeah.
Remember we were there? You remember seeing the dam, the big wall across? So we were there on the 4th of July. And I all my years, I've never fished there on the 4th of July. We went in the evening and fished into the night. And once 9:30, 10 o'clock rolled around, it didn't matter which direction you looked, there were fireworks. We could see the Westerville fireworks. We could see the Delaware fireworks.
Oh, cool.
We could see them, all these different. But what was amazing were the home fireworks by the dam wall. I don't know how much money these guys spent, but I know they go all out every year, and they got the tubes and everything. I mean, like commercial grade. There must have been a half a dozen of them across the wall, and people lined up tons across the damn wall.
Yeah.
Watching these guys, it was like they were having a competition. And I saw some of the most incredible fireworks I've never seen in my life. That
That's
these
cool.
people were shooting off from their homes.
Awesome.
And they were like battling each other who could outdo the other. It was unbelievable.
I love it.
So I highly recommend Alum Creek on a 4th of July night if you ever get the chance.
All right. Yeah. I got a bunch of golf in. But I will say this. Went fishing with Vic for the first time. Had a good time. Wasn't super busy on the lake. But let me tell you, I learned some stuff because I had never fished with crawdads before. Vic was nice enough to go out the night before and get a full bucket of live crawdads. And the first one he put on, and he was like, do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, I got it. And he goes, all right, you pick it up here on the back. He showed me with the net, first of all.
Okay.
And then I go to pinch the body, not knowing that these things, if they're will still flap. And so as I held it, I all of a sudden started shaking. I went, and I dropped it. Let me tell you, every male organ I have inverted. I grew the biggest Vaj Mahal in history. And then here's the other thing too is he's got them in this little water bucket so they stay alive, and he's got this little tiny net, net that you could just scoop one out, and
like
that's
you
when
would
you
scoop
grab
a goldfish out.
Right. For some reason, I forgot about it, so I'm reaching into the bucket and trying to grab one, and I'm like, and not knowing if you go to grab one, you're touching like 5 others, so they're nipping at me, and I'm like, ew.
They're pinchers. They're like little lobsters, you know. He's pinching him. I heard him. Ah, got me.
Yeah.
Well, this is a real embarrassment.
Finally, I got it down,
Yeah,
and then there was no problem.
And then you got it.
And then I got it.
Was it really like icky, like skewering a live thing,
It's
animal?
weird trying to get the hook into the tail.
Oh.
And then the few fish I caught, like the first one I took the hook out on my own, and I was like, I'm done touching fish. No. So I had Thick take my hook out for me. I mean, I was a bitch. I was a straight up little bitch. The octaves that came out of my throat.
But you had a blast. I was disappointed because we didn't catch really any big fish. We caught. I mean, he caught perch, he caught catfish, he caught bass.
But you got to hear a goose hit a high C.
Yeah, but he had a blast, so I was happy. Yeah, because that's all I cared about that day.
No, it was a great time.
That he had fun.
I want to do it again.
Yeah.
I want to do it again, for sure. But that brings up the question. We want to know, 800-821-9970. What have you been up to? What happened the last week? I mean, we had the holiday weekend to kick it off, and then, of course, we had last weekend. Did something big happen during the week? Did you get some big news? 800-821-9970. Give us a call. Shoot us a text. Same number. What have we missed? What have you been up to the past week? Want to hear your story? 997 The Blitz. All right, so we were on vacation this past week, and we had shared some stories, but we want to know, what did we miss? What have you been up to? What's something cool or big that happened in your world over at 4th of July weekend after we were gone, or during the week last week? Some big job promotion or something along those lines. I don't know. Tristan, what's up, man?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Excellent. How are you?
Hanging in there.
All right. What did we miss? What's something cool that happened to you this past week while we were gone?
I am now out of my immobility sling post-procedure, and everything is on track.
Nice. Very nice. Big step forward. What was immobile that you needed an immobility track?
Yeah, my shoulder, I absolutely shredded my labrum to the point where they had to put like 7 anchors into it to refuse everything back together.
What?
How do you do
Was
that?
Like a rope swing incident, or what happened to your shoulder?
No, I was standing in a doorway at a hospital picking up some equipment, and one of the girls was walking through the doorway and fell, and she wasn't a little lady either. And I reached out, I caught her, and all of her weight just went down and out and shredded my shoulder.
Buddy, you're a hero, though. My gosh. Just your natural instinct.
Yeah.
So everyone at work now, everyone's always like, what do we do when someone's falling? We push them to the ground and speed the process up.
Well, I'm glad everything's on track, man. Oh,
God, that sounds painful.
That's why I have a lot of time to be able to call in, because I just sit around the house.
Hey, we
when I'm on my way to physical therapy, I always try to stop in and say hi.
We appreciate it very much, Tristan. So keep getting better, and good luck, man, all right?
All right, thank y'all. Have a great rest of the day, and God bless.
You too, man. Did you see something over there, Zach?
Oh,
or Kelly,
I'm
what
sorry.
you got?
0261 said, my grandson eloped, got to meet his new wife and celebrate his birthday before they went back to his base in Kentucky.
Very
That's
nice.
fun.
Congratulations on that. 800-821-9970. What did we miss?
This one's really interesting. It says, got to talk to my high school boyfriend. He was a foreign exchange student from Switzerland, Pierre. We did a video conference call. He's married, has 3 kids, and sounds like he has his hands full. But such a fun call despite the language barrier. He hasn't spoken English in years, and I speak no French.
I bet that was neat to see.
That was
though.
Kristen.
Yeah,
Would you go back? Would you go back if you had the opportunity, like out of nowhere, if it was set up? Would you talk to like your high school,
your high school sweetheart?
Would you do that?
No, I'm not interested in doing that. No,
I don't think I am either.
I'm good.
Vic, you know?
I mean, truth be told, I did not date anyone in high school, so.
I had.
It's
You're
a
just
good
sitting there
point.
staring at the black
Just like,
screen.
Yeah, I had
no one on the other end of the Zoom
no
call.
one on the other end.
I did from sophomore year until I was 20. Dated the same girl for
that's
5
a long
years.
time.
Oh, wow, okay.
You'd probably chit chat.
Yeah,
with her,
you would have
maybe
no
say,
interest
hey,
in
how you
chit-chat with
doing?
that? With that.
With that.
I didn't mean it that way.
I don't know. It's been God, it's been so long.
Okay.
I don't know. No, not really. I'm good.
All right. Let's see here. 1959 says, the ex moved out. New chapter, here I come. Good for you.
Oh, that was a week.
Yeah, that is a
was
big
a
week
week.
when that
Yes.
happens.
Man.
800-821-9970. Call or text the name, same number. What did we miss while we were gone?
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Heavy rain hit central Texas again, adding to the devastation from deadly 4th of July weekend floods that killed about 130 people. Governor Greg Abbott says water rescues took place yesterday in 3 counties, and evacuation orders are in place for some communities. It's so weird to sit here, and we've had basically some storms, but nice weather. We're perfectly fine. It's not even in your consciousness that people are drowning and in water, like these water rescue situations. It is wild to see what's happening.
Like floating away, literally.
Oh, gosh, it's just awful. Well, in hard-hit Kerrville, floodwaters once again rushed over city streets, and a flood watch remains in effect across much of the region through this morning. Walmart is recalling about 850,000 Ozark Trail water bottles. The 64-ounce metal bottles are being taken off the market because some customers have been hit in the face by the lid, which can forcefully eject, causing serious injury. So far, 2 people have reported permanent vision loss. Now, the Consumer Product Safety Commission says for those who store food, carbonated beverages, or perishable beverages like juice or milk in the bottles, over time, the pressure builds up. And when you try to open that lid, it fires out of there like a little cannon. And blasts you right in the face. Multiple people have injuries, but 2 people, permanent vision loss.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, holy cow. Don't expect that out of a water bottle, do you? Hey, more and more kids under the age of 6 are getting their tiny little baby hands on your Zyn nicotine pouches and poisoning themselves. According to a new study, the wildly popular Zyn pouches are mostly to blame for the increase. So those of you who use chewing tobacco, vapes, and nicotine gum are not off the hook if you have little kids around, because kids are getting their hands on those things too. But the pouches are mostly to blame for the 763% increase in little kid nicotine poisonings over the last 3 years.
No.
Do you believe that? And most of those, 76% of those kids, are under the age of 2.
Oh my
like
God.
rolling around, grabbing at
Yeah,
things.
you gotta
and you have
keep
that little
those things
pouch.
locked up
Oh,
for
buddy,
sure.
Buddy. I never even knew what Zyn. I all of a sudden we're like seeing people talking about their Zyns and
Just
being addicted
exploded.
to Zyn, and
Yeah.
it is huge. It's
I
an
know what the
enormous
pouches
thing.
are, but I don't know.
Yeah, they had a few years ago under $1 million in sales for the year, and now it's like millions in sales. It's wild. Yep. All right, those are your three things.
All right, well, I had back-to-back recall stories, not realizing that Kelly was going to report on one in her three things you need to know.
Stole it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. The Walmart recall on the water bottles that apparently get the seal nice and tight. And if you have any kind of like carbonated drink, the second you go to open it, it pops like a champagne bottle.
I mean, fires out at your face. Like, watch your teeth. 2 people have got permanent vision loss.
Man.
That's nuts.
That is pretty crazy. So they're recalling 850,000 of those water bottles. I found it interesting. Ford is also doing a recall involving 850,000 units. Unfortunately, those units happen to be some of their best sellers, including the popular Bronco, the F-150, the Explorer. 850,000 of these, with more than 844,000 of them being from the U.S. on the years 2021 through 2023. So if you have a Bronco, an F-150, or an Explorer from the years 2021 to 2023, you're going to want to take it in and get looked at, because apparently there's an issue which they don't have a solution for yet. But according to them, the problem is a low-pressure fuel pump that can fail unexpectedly, and then your car just dies while you're driving. It just stalls out while you're driving.
Fun.
Yeah. That's not good. It also includes the 2021 and 2022 Ford Mustang to watch out for. The 2021-2023 F-250, 350, 450, and 550 Super Duder the Super Duder trucks. The Super Duder. Super Duty, heavy-duty trucks, and the Lincoln Aviator as well. So, yeah, some big... Could you imagine you're driving down the road in your 2022 Mustang on your way to your hot yoga class? All of a sudden, you're going 75 on the highway, car just dies out. You safely work your way over to the shoulder. Thankfully, you make it with no problems. And you get on the phone... You're calling the tow truck, trying to figure out what's going on. They're like, okay, we'll send someone out to give you a tow. We'll be there in like 45 minutes. So you're just sitting there chilling. And it's been warm out. So you got your water bottle, just waiting for the tow truck to show up. You open the water bottle. Bam!
Oh,
right in the eye.
Oh.
You're like, really?
That's what you get for going to hot yoga.
There's that too. Yeah, absolutely. So watch those recalls.
I wish they would recall one thing, because it's just too ugly to be on the road, and it's not the Cybertruck.
What is it?
It's the Jeep pickup truck. I hate that thing so much.
Jeep pickup truck.
Why do I hate it so much?
Because it's ugly. I'm with you.
I do love a Jeep. But when you throw a pickup cab on the back, I don't like it.
I'll take it even further. Not that they're the worst thing ever, but I even dislike the 4-door Wrangler. I don't like the 4-door.
Yeah, what's with the Wrangler? I need to look up a picture of that. I haven't seen one of those newer ones.
The regular 2-door soft top Wrangler, amazing.
All in.
The 4-door Wrangler, I think, is atrocious.
Okay.
And the Wrangler pickup truck is demonic.
You don't need to make everything into a pickup.
Right.
I think that's what we've learned today.
I agree. All right.
Yeah, that is kind of ugly, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Jeep Gladiator Sport 4x4.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
So a young girl is going viral after her parents decided to share a video where she is being... not berated, but she's getting a talking to, because while most of the family was asleep on like a little afternoon nap, this 5-year-old was on the couch with the phone ordering over $3,000 worth of toys on Amazon. Not only that, but had another $700 sitting in the cart. She knew how to add to cart. In the video, the dad is heard saying, "How did you order? You ordered 7 cars off of Amazon, the ride-along cars. How did you do this? You are in so much trouble."
Why is she in trouble? She took an opportunity. She's enterprising. He's in trouble for having it just logged in all the time. Like, you can log out.
Yeah, how did the kid know how to get into the phone?
Yeah.
And you can log out of Amazon.
And you left your child unattended.
Yeah, 5-year-old.
Chilling on the couch.
Some blame. 99.9% of the blame is not on the girl.
One commenter said, "God forbid a girl have a little retail therapy."
Exactly.
Another commenter said, I'm just jealous you had enough in your account for all that. My card would have been declined so quickly.
Right?
Yeah. The mother went on to share the list on the video. You can see the mom scrolling through the Amazon list. Yeah, and it's motorized vehicles. It's army men and toys. It's Nerf gun type stuff. She went on a whole shopping spree. Man. You can hear the dad in the background in the second video, like on the phone with the bank. It's like, come on, you can't. Like, wouldn't you be able to just return all this stuff, I would have to assume?
I feel like you could return it, yeah. Why couldn't
If it's
you?
on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't think, why wouldn't you be able to?
Can.
Why wouldn't you be able to? Our second story, man, this kind of infuriates me. We have been lied to our entire life because growing up, I think we all heard the same thing. And there was one rule that we all had to follow, and that was, if you're going to eat, you can't swim for 30 minutes.
Or you get a cramp.
You get a cramp. You can get locked up.
Yeah.
You can end up drowning. And as that turns out, that is not true at all. Lied to our entire life.
I mean, I am trying to figure out now what the science would have been behind that. It's like your body's digesting. Why does it matter if you're in water?
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, it was first seen in the original Boy Scout manual in 1908 called Scouting for Boys. In it says, quote, never bathe in deep water very soon after a meal. It is very likely to cause cramp, which doubles you up, and so you get drowned. Those were the exact words.
See, us Girl Scouts are too busy getting our sewing badge.
Right. But recently a physician who was a competitive swimmer in high school spoke out about the hypocrisy. Because, look, if you're a competitive swimmer, he says, physically, I could tell the difference if I had like 2 pieces of toast and then went and swam at 6 in the morning versus if I didn't eat breakfast, didn't have that food energy to go for me. And then back in 2011, the American Red Cross Scientific Advisory Committee actually concluded eating before swimming is not a contributing risk factor for drowning and can be dismissed as a myth. So,
okay, that's good to know.
Don't have to worry about it. Just down your entire pizza and then you'll get in the wave
Dive
pool.
on in.
Yeah, you'll be just fine. Besides all those extra bubbles people will see coming out of the back of your suit, but that's a whole different story. That's your not so breaking news. All right, for some reason over the past week, there have just been some animal stories left and right, so I figured we all go National Geographic on you and fill you in on the animal stories of the week. This first story comes out of Northern California, where a man apparently hit a bear with his car in Humboldt County near the Oregon border. The 59-year-old decided that, I feel awful about hitting this bear, so let me help. So he got out of his car and walked over to the bear to try and lift him over the concrete barrier on the side of the road to get him off the side of the road. And this wasn't a cub, by the way. This is a full-grown 400-pound black bear. Unfortunately, the bear didn't know that this man was trying to help him because, well, he's an effing bear. And so he did what bears do, and he chomped down on the man's left forearm multiple times, requiring some emergency help from EMT, applying a tourniquet to his arm, and 911 took him to the hospital.
Damn.
Sadly, the bear didn't make it, but...
Well, in this guy's 59 years of life, he didn't think it's a bad idea to approach a full-grown injured bear.
You would think it would be pretty obvious.
I feel like he needed to learn that lesson, and he didn't die, so...
Lesson
the bear
learned.
didn't make it, but lesson learned.
Did you see the picture of the bear against the...
I'm sure it's very sad.
But it's like he's sitting up leaning against it.
I'm sure it's very sad. Leave that bear alone.
Yeah.
Leave that bear alone. This next story takes us over to Indonesia, where a farmer by the name of La Nati, a 61-year-old, was tragically killed by a 28-foot python in Sulawesi, Indonesia, while feeding his chickens. His family raised the alarm when he did not return home, leading to a search that uncovered the snake with a bloated stomach. Locals sliced open the reptile to find his body inside. Have you seen the movie Anaconda where Jim Voight, or what's his name, John Voight, gets swallowed?
Did it just gulp you down whole? Is that what happens? Oh,
It's a very slow process, too.
Yes. Well, he was dead long before.
Yeah, I'm sure he squeezed.
He was squeezed to death
they
for
usually
sure. But, man.
Oh, gosh.
What an awful way to go. But apparently people in Florida don't learn from people in Indonesia, because in case you want to get in on this, the Florida Python Challenge is underway. The 10-day competition kicked off last week. Florida Fish and Wildlife's Python Management Coordinator, that's a job down in Florida, the Python Management Coordinator, Says even with government and tribal organizations' help, it's not enough, so they're turning to the public once again. The person who nabs the most pythons will take home $10,000. Plus, they have smaller prizes for the longest python caught and other categories as well.
It's like Whacking Day on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Who is doing this?
The Simpsons every year have Whacking Day to kill snakes.
Nearly 200 pythons were removed from the Everglades during last year's challenge. Overall, more than 1,100 have been killed since the first Python Challenge in 2013.
That's been going on that long.
Come on.
What?
Who is signing up for that? Chimpanzees at the Chimfunshi Wildlife Orphanage in Zimbabwe have been observed engaging in a peculiar activity. Apparently, they've been inserting blades of grass and sticks into their ears, almost like a fashion trend. People are, the chimpanzees are catching on to basically like earrings almost. The trend, first seen 15 years ago when a female chimp named Julie started doing it, has resurfaced with a new group of chimps at the refuge. They believe that it learned from human caretakers who have similar objects in their ears. So now chimps are putting things in their ears. But here's the thing. If they truly believe that chimps are now doing this, inserting blades of grass and sticks into their ears to mimic earrings they've seen on their caretakers, there's an issue there because the other behavioral trend that is coming up is they are also using the sticks in their butts. And where did they learn to do that is what I want to know.
Oh.
Yes, these chimps are inserting...
like sticks and leaves up their butts?
Uh-huh. How did they learn that, I want to know? What are they seeing at the chimpanzee refuge?
Something's going on at night that we don't know about.
And finally, in our animal update news, this story coming out of China where the hospital in Hunan has just reported a man who had to come in and have a removed from his abdominal cavity.
Ooh.
The man's abdomen had been hard as like a board, and he was going into potential fatal peritonitis after they did a CAT scan to find an eel in his abdominal cavity, which had chewed its way through the colon. They caught this eel, which is a lengthy eel.
Whoa.
Okay, so it came up through the colon, is what you're saying.
Chewed its way
through into the abdomen?
Correct.
From
okay,
where?
so it came from the BH.
Well,
all the way up through, chewed its way through, and then went into the abdomen?
Medical experts involved in the case did not discuss how the eel got into the man's colon.
I know.
However, the internet has deduced the one way that an eel will end up in your colon. Right up the old poo chute.
Yeah, but like on purpose, or come up through his toilet?
No eel wants to go up there. I got news for you. That was forced.
An eel swims in water.
That was not consensual.
No,
I can guarantee you that.
The eel did not say, "Yeah, I'm in for it. Let's go."
He couldn't find a gerbil.
I don't know. Yeah, look at this, Kelly. This is the picture of the eel.
Oh, I got to see
this. Is.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Was it still alive?
Yes. It was still alive. Chewed its way through the colon into the abdominal cavity.
Wow.
Don't go doing that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Don't go doing that stuff.
Why?
Speaking of which, speaking of National Geographic stories and things inserting themselves where they shouldn't be, I told you how I hit different level of octaves while I was fishing with Vic this past weekend when I had to grab the crawfish and everything. Pre-fish trip, as we get to the boat dock, Thick has to get ready to unload the boat, and my morning coffee had hit, so I had to use the restroom before we got on the boat. At which lake were we at?
Alum Creek.
Alum Creek. And they had a little... It's not an outhouse. It's a building.
Right.
But it's still an outdoor bathroom.
Yeah.
And so I had to go take care of my business, and just as I'm, like, finishing, I feel tickle, tickle, tickle right on the backside.
No, you did.
Oh, June bug.
June bug.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
June bug with its little wings was like...
Was it headed south or north from your leg?
It was heading north.
Oh,
it was on the underside of the toilet.
Okay.
So it was It was getting ready to.
So if it was an eel, it was getting ready to.
It was
head
going
on up there.
spelunking for
Gotcha.
sure. Thankfully, I stood up super quick and I went flat.
Did you scream?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me explore this cave.
Oh, and it was inside that concrete. It was so echoey in there. All you heard was.
That'll freak you out right there, man.
Oh man. And the problem was he was in the spot where I reached around to slap from the back and right in the back of the ball bag, just bam! And I was like, son of a.
The weird thing is, a more preferable place for that bug to be was going up you than being where it was. You know what I'm saying? It was trying to get out of where it was.
I was trying to get out of where it was.
Into you.
I'm sure.
That
but
was a preferable situation for that June bug.
No. No, thank you.
Yuck.
Not happy about it. That's your National Geographic News, 98.7 The Blitz. You know, officially, we're only 2 weeks away from football back in our lives.
Oh, the Hall of Fame game.
The Hall of Fame game, July 31st. I mean, it's pretty great that it kicks off in July instead of August. Granted, it means nothing, and then we get into preseason. But that doesn't stop certain things from happening in the offseason, and very unfortunate that we got something to talk about involving former OSU running back and now, well, maybe, possibly Cleveland Browns, depending on what happens next. So this is a very unfortunate story.
Yeah, and I know Dallas was talking about drafting Quinshon Judkins, and I really wanted them to, but I think now maybe I'm glad we didn't because guy got hit with a domestic violence charge.
Now, it's a very interesting story that's taken some turns. And Kelly, break it down kind of the timeline, because it's very weird the way this happened.
Yeah, okay, it is strange. And I got this from Cleveland.com, Cleveland Plain Dealer. According to court records, the incident occurred on July 7th after the female victim left the airport. Apparently, these two traveled to Florida as friends, in quotation marks. They got there Saturday, I guess, and at the airport, after they left the airport, this incident occurred then.
This was last Monday.
This was last week, on the 7th. And then they spent the next 5 days together. She stayed with him in Fort Lauderdale in the same lodging, and they celebrated her birthday.
All after this?
All after whatever incident occurred. And then on Saturday morning, Fort Lauderdale police were called regarding a delayed battery situation. So it happened Monday, and then all these days went by, and then Saturday morning she called and reported.
So, of course, that begs the question, what happened and why would you, if something happened, why would you continue to hang out the entire week together?
Yeah, they said, officers said they spoke to the victim and determined a battery had occurred, and that is why Quinshon Judkins was arrested. He spent one night in jail. He bonded out yesterday. But, yeah, it's very curious. To me, it is. I'm interested in what happened during those 5 days. That if,
It seems a bit odd that if something did happen, something awful like that, why would you continue to hang out for the entire week?
And celebrate. And again, I mean, I guess maybe they're both on a trip together. Maybe there was no way home. I'm not sure, what her situation was and what his situation. No idea. But there was a span of time. It would be interesting to know what happened there. And maybe the incident occurred, and it's something you sort of keep in your back pocket and say, I'll use it if I have to.
So he was actually arrested here?
No, he was arrested in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, so they hadn't come back yet.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Waiting for, obviously, we'll report more when we know more.
Yeah, I mean, make no mistake. I'm not questioning or saying I don't believe. I think something absolutely happened for her to call the police. I'm just interested in the timeline's very interesting.
What's weird to me about this, because everybody's talking about what, he's probably still going to play, but he's going to start the season with a suspension and all this. I never understood this. He has not signed his contract yet, his rookie deal. So he is not officially an employee of the NFL. So I don't understand how and the same thing happened with Zeke. It happened, between the draft and training and signing the contract, Zeke got hit with the same thing for slapping a girl. So I don't understand how the NFL can punish somebody who is not an employee.
Because they're about to hire someone.
Okay, well, that's on them.
Or if the allegations are true or something serious did happen, they might revoke the contract and say, we're not going to hire you.
Yeah, he's supposed to report Friday, right, to training camp. He's supposed to report Friday with the other rookies and quarterbacks.
As long as he signs his deal before then.
Well, it's going to make things complicated over the next 5 days.
Yeah.
Zeke, they still ended up signing Zeke to his contract, and it wasn't even until the following year, his second year, that he served his 6-game suspension. And that's what you get for ever since Ray Rice knocked out his girlfriend on the elevator. The NFL made it mandatory. If you get a domestic violence charge, it's 6-game suspension. If it happens again, you're banned for life.
Right, done.
Oh, you put your NFL contract at risk.
Oh, my God.
For what?
You spent all this time working to get to this point, and you throw it away like that? You're insane, man.
I can't fathom doing that.
No.
Cannot fathom doing that.
Just stay home. Literally stay home in your bedroom.
Right.
Don't leave until you sign your contract.
And that's what Zeke did after that. All he did was play video games forever.
So when we learn more, you'll know more. We'll keep an eye out. 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
You guys remember the cap guns, and you had the paper roll of caps.
Yep.
And, we used to just lay them down on the sidewalk and hit them with hammers.
Hammer. Yeah. Or
totally
a rock.
fun. Yeah, or a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you may graduate to bullets, right? You may think, hey, if a cap gun hitting a cap gun. Cap, right, with a hammer is fun. I bet a bullet's really fun. It is not. Tuscarawas County Sheriff Orvis Campbell says a child is suffering from bullet shrapnel wounds after hitting it with a hammer. The bullet exploded, hit the boy in the arm and the ankle. He will be okay. They're not serious injuries. But this incident happened a few days ago. He was near his shed, found a bullet, decided to see what would happen. So I kind of feel bad for the kid.
Absolutely. Don't do that.
At my big age, I feel like I'd have to resist the urge.
Intrusive thoughts or ways.
Yeah, what would happen if I did this?
Just go sit it on a railroad track.
No, don't do that. Absolutely not. What are you talking about, young man?
Back of being a kid.
Okay. A historic lodge on Grand Canyon's North Rim has been destroyed by a fast-moving wildfire. The Grand Canyon Lodge, the only lodging inside the park at the North Rim, was consumed by the flames, as was the visitor center, a gas station in the area, the wastewater treatment plant, an administrative building, and some employee housing. Among the 50 to 80 structures lost, no injuries reported. 2 wildfires are burning right now at or near the North Rim, known as the White Sage Fire and the Dragon Bravo Fire. Kelly Osbourne has posted on her Instagram stories about the rumor that her dad's dying. She says it was a fake AI video of Ozzy that made the rounds where he says he's dying. She says it's absolutely not true. Her dad obviously, yes, does have Parkinson's disease. His mobility is impacted, but he's not currently dying. And then she also addressed the suicide pact that her mom and dad have allegedly made. It actually isn't alleged. Sharon herself talked about the fact that she and Ozzy have a suicide pact. She talked about it on a podcast a couple of years ago, saying that if they ever get an illness that impacts their brain and their capacity to, like Alzheimer's or something, that they have drawn up plans to go to Switzerland and end their lives via physician-assisted suicide. But Kelly said, it's all BS. My mom said it to get attention.
Okay.
Burn.
Wow.
Now, we weren't, we were off this past week, so I know we're a week behind and it's kind of old news, but did you end up watching the final show? Did you?
I've seen some, it was on all day. I saw some of it.
Okay.
It was
like pay-per-view, right? Didn't you have to pay for it or no?
I think it was.
I didn't.
Okay.
But there were...
that's my question.
There were tons of clips. Like, I saw Mr. Crowley. Obviously, that was the thing that everybody was, hyped about. But wasn't it a pay event?
It was.
Day of?
It was,
Yeah. Okay.
But, it was long. It was 10 a.m. to whatever into the night. There were so many bands.
I'm glad, let's just say... I'm glad he got to perform one last time.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's his final show.
Yeah, obviously, he was struggling to sit in the chair and sing.
Yep.
And but it was cool seeing all the different artists get up there and do stuff.
Absolutely.
I mean,
amazing tribute.
Incredible.
Amazing tribute, but definitely time to hang up the microphone.
But I'm glad they did it.
Yeah.
He deserved it. I mean, my gosh, he's Aussie.
Absolutely.
All right, those are your three things.
800-821-9970. How would you like to see The Offspring with Jimmy Eat World and Newfound Glory at Riverbend Music Center in Cincinnati a week from Friday? We would love to send you. It's Friday night show. Make like a little getaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, get yourself, jump on Expedia. Get yourself a cheap hotel room downtown. Hang out in Cincinnati for the night. Have a blast. We'll get you the concert tickets. If you want to win your tickets, now's your chance. 800-821-9970. Very simple. It's a Monday. We don't want to make things too complicated. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to play an Offspring game. It's very simple. I've got the name of some kids from a show. You name the show. These are the Offspring.
Oh, okay.
Of like the lead characters and stuff. The Offspring of famous TV shows. So if you want to get your hands on some tickets, 800-821-9970 right now. You are going to be at the Riverbend Music Center in Cincinnati. The Offspring, Jimmy Eat World, Newfound Glory. Make sure you do your stretches. Rotate your neck to get ready for the show. Because you're going to need it for that one. Are the phones broken? There we go. Get ourselves a contestant. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
It's Phil.
Phil. All right, Phil. Very simple. It is the Offspring game for your chance to go see the Offspring a week from Friday.
Sweet.
Basically, I'm just going to give you the names of some characters from a TV show. These are all kids, all Offspring in these TV shows. You name the TV show, okay? Let's see how you do.
Okay.
Like this first one. I'm not sure how old you are, but let's see. Carol, Mike, and Ben Seaver. Carol, Mike, and Ben Seaver are from what TV show?
The Seavers are from...
Four-letter word on the air.
That's not the show.
Try
Full
again. Full House. Sorry, not quite. Those were the Tanners. One more guess.
You're right. Okay.
You're in the right timeline.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit earlier than Full House.
Gotcha.
Take a guess. Carol, Mike, and Ben Seaver.
Carol and Mike.
Do you know it, Thick?
I don't remember this.
I think so.
I don't remember
Okay.
the Seavers now.
Thick, who?
I want to say like silver spoons.
Oh, closer.
Family Ties.
No.
You're right. It was
The
Michael J.
Seavers?
Fox.
No.
Yeah.
The Seavers
Sorry,
are
guys.
Growing Pains.
Oh, growing. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Who's
really?
Family
Oh.
Ties?
Family Ties were the Keatons.
Oh.
Yeah.
God. No,
Yeah,
I
you're
would have
right.
I got it wrong.
All right, let's see. This one might be a little bit
Give me a break
harder.
from driving.
All right, here's another one. Corey and Eric Matthews. Corey and Eric Matthews.
Not a clue.
Not a
No,
clue.
no.
Boy Meets World. I never watched that show. I
Never.
If you'd have said
sorry.
Topanga.
That would have been a little
I would've
different.
got it.
That's true. That is
Yeah,
true.
it was closer.
All right, let's make it super simple. Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, come on, that's too easy.
What is it?
The Flintstones.
The Flintstones. All right, we got one right.
Yay.
All right, let's try this one. Alex, Luke, and Haley Dunphy.
The Dumfies. It's Modern Family.
That is Modern Family. Very good. Very good.
Thanks.
All right, let's see. Let's do one more. And, I started to write it down. I just wrote down Phil. I don't know. I don't know what that is. What that's from.
Dunphy. It's the only
Phil
thing I could
Dunphy?
think
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, Phil Dunphy, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? You did good enough, so we'll get you hooked up with tickets for the Offspring, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You will be down in Cincinnati a week from Friday. Make your plans now. The Offspring, Jimmy Eat World, and Newfound Glory. You hang on one second. We'll get you hooked up. We have got tickets all week long for your chance to go to the show, 99.7 The Blitz.
It's the Morning Blitz with Goose, Kelly, and Thick.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Monday morning. You want to take a guess, Thick, as to who the record holder is for most Grammys won?
Oh, my gosh. Most Grammys, Michael Jackson.
No. More modern.
More modern.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Beyonce?
It is.
Yeah.
35.
Okay.
The runner-up, Sir George Solti. He's a Hungarian-British conductor who conducted the Chicago Symphony Orchestra for 22 years and has won 31 Grammy Awards.
No, is a lot of scores?
Yeah, I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Okay.
If you drop silly putty from a high place, it doesn't bounce. It actually shatters. I really want to test this theory.
I do too.
Yeah.
How high do we have to go?
I don't know. What is considered a high place?
It shatters?
Yeah. Yeah, do you have to like roll it into a ball and then drop it and it'll shatter so it's more condensed?
Yeah.
As opposed to like a piece of flat silly putty? I don't know, but I really want to test this out.
I do too. Like today.
Right. We gave away some tickets for Offspring. We played a little game involving TV Offspring, and I had mentioned Pebbles and Bam Bam from the Flintstones. Did you know that the baby Pebbles in the Flintstones was originally going to be a boy until a toy company told Hanna-Barbera on the show that baby girl dolls sold a lot better, so it's better to have at least one baby girl in there so they can sell more baby dolls.
Okay.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, of course. But there was Bam Bam, so.
There was Bam Bam, yeah.
Gotta have Bam Bam.
An average of 350 slices of pizza are sold in the U.S. every second. That's a lot of pizza being sold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonder what tops that.
In terms of most food?
Yeah.
I don't
like
know.
hot dogs, hamburgers.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean, it could be hamburgers, I suppose, with all the fast food restaurants.
And finally, if you were a gamer, remember the game Castlevania? They had a lot of different renditions of Castlevania.
Sure.
I remember playing the original all the way up to some of the more modern ones. But the star of Dracula, or I'm sorry, of Castlevania, if you will, was a guy by the name of Alucard. He was the guy you played.
Yeah.
Well, Alucard is actually just Dracula spelled backwards. That's how they got the name.
Yeah.
Alucard.
Castlevania?
Yep.
I never even thought about it.
Right? Learning some stuff on a Monday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.